got a kind of a cool video for you today contrasting the difference between an adventure van and my van, a touring coach that I've made to look like an adventure van. And the whole purpose of the video is helping you determine your comfort level in a van when you want to travel. We've been doing floor plan videos on this channel, Go Small, Live Large. Hey, my name's Scott, by the way. For many, many years, I'm trying to do something a little different just to help put a little more spunk in your step to get you in a van. Show you my van first, and then we're going to show you this build by Peter at Rubber Vans. It's pretty intense. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So this is my Winnebago Travato 59GL. 59G is the floor plan. It has a Murphy bed. I'm actually going to demonstrate that for you. And it's got a massive lithium system. So does Peter's awesome van. But just again, to kind of contrast a touring coach versus adventure van and the pros and cons of each, maybe? Yeah. Let's go. So I will have you step in, Peter.
Straight in?
Yes, sir. Good job. And let me kind of point out some of the things that I really like about this rig. I'll close the door. Keep the bugs out. One of my non-negotiables, and this is kind of the point of the video, is helping you understand how you want to travel in your rig. So for me, my non-negotiable was a big table. That was noisy. Big table that is permanent, meaning it's not a lagoon table. It kind of moves around, and it has this huge extension. So if you're coming to join me for dinner, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people around this table for dinner, drinks, cards, have a business meeting, do What's Up Wednesday. It's pretty impressive.
That's
and
pretty cool.
I know, and wait,
That
there's
is pretty
more. I can collapse this into another bed to sleep 2 more people in a 4x6 bed. So for me, this is super important. Peter, people ask me all the time, why don't I have a new van? Because they don't make them like this anymore, unfortunately. So maybe you can make me one.
I can make you one like that.
You can make me one like that. So that was kind of number one. This is kind of a standard old ProMaster chassis. I've clearly done some things that make it look kind of homey. I'm into that kind of thing, my plants, my mood lighting. But really this front lounge, the great room as I call it, is just so important to me. And this, even this, Peter, so...
I gotta tell you, I think you just convinced me into doing this in my van. I'm building a new van.
Are you building a new van?
I just sold my van today.
Congratulations, you're vanless.
I'm
Look at this. Let's say I'm in Moab and I got this killer view.
Heck yeah.
And I want to do a Zoom call, I want to work, I want to eat. I just want another seating position. I have it. So it's...
Or if you have someone in the van and you're working over there.
You're working over there, I can work over here. I can watch movies.
Wait a second. I don't have that in my van. Well, I'm vanless, but I didn't have it in my van.
So again, is that important to you? I kind of enjoy it because I can sit here, I can sit here, you can sit there.
Yeah.
We can eat popcorn, have a cold beer on a Monday night.
Monday night.
And so to me, that's a really big deal. The other thing I want to point out to folks, and I think you have these too, is that you have these awning style windows. What the hell is that?
Which, by the way, I'm going to put in my van too.
All right.
Yep.
What's nice about them is
I'm switching.
they open, huge amounts of air, bug privacy, bug screen, people privacy. And then what's neat is that in like a gentle rain, you can have the windows open and the breeze is coming in. It's really, there's a little bit of insulated factor, but I gotta tell you, this is not insulated well enough to make a difference. But it's just the big vantage point is one thing I just love about these. These are usually an upgrade. I highly recommend it. And that's kind of the great room. What I love about my van is the great room. Cool?
Yeah.
Let's switch positions. You're doing a great job as a cameraman in case your van building doesn't work out.
You know what? Yeah.
So I like to say my van has 4 rooms, this being the great room. Now we're in the galley. So I got a big cabinet here full of stuff. I got sink, propane, and a screw loose. Microwave, standard old microwave. This always gives people envy.
That is a big fridge.
That is a big fridge. And look at this, an even bigger freezer.
Yeah.
I get 4 7-pound bags of ice in there. But wait, there's more. I use my pantry for clothing. Maybe I should turn a light on here. Let's try that. There we go. So I don't fill it full of food. I've got a full fridge. So room number 2, right?
Yeah.
And I think for the way I travel, what I'd like to do is go to small towns, maybe go off-road just a little bit, go to state parks, maybe natural park, natural National parks. But I'm not going mountain climbing in my van. So for me, it's, again, touring coach, comforts. This is a very important room.
That's a big bathroom.
That's a giant bathroom. So I'm like 5'10", right? And I can shower, I can do my thing. It's really private.
You got a little sink.
I got a little sink. I got a lot of shower. And I can stand up,
Yeah.
right? So it's, and did I mention the door?
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. So room number 3.
That's watertight.
Watertight, no shower curtains, everything get wet.
Perfect.
And then room number 4.5 is the bedroom. So with the bed up, what I find is I'm not in my bedroom all the time. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Some floor plans have the galley up there, 2 twin beds and the bathroom in the back, which is a very popular floor plan. But for me, you're kind of always in your bedroom. Now it does give you more freedom at night, but let me show you how easy this is. It's a 4x6 bed. It just unbuckles, flops down, you climb into bed.
One person bed, right?
You can get 2 people in there.
You could.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you have to kind of scoot out to go pee at the middle of the night. These are my pillows, these are my blankets. And then in the morning you get up and you like my solar system sheets? I'm a big kid at heart. What can I say?
Love it.
Right? And then in the morning I get up and I lift this thing up and it just goes like that and bed is gone. And now what I have is this big old hallway. And you know about this, Peter. Garage storage.
Yeah.
So important, so important. And some floor plans have this amount, some have way more. We're going to look at your van in a second. Mm-hmm. But I think this, again, how much stuff do you want to carry with you? How much do you want inside your van? I hit my birdhouse. Yeah. Again, lots of storage up here. It's pretty awesome. Look, I made a new addition.
What is that?
It's like a toaster oven.
All right.
So, I kind of sum it up by, again, asking people to think about how do you want to travel? Do you want all these creature comforts? Is it important to you? And I've been in my van a long time, many years, and it's just is functioning very, very well. Is it a little cluttered, a little personalized? Absolutely, because that's the way I like to roll. But maybe, what are some thoughts you might have, Peter, on when somebody's looking at van plans, what do they ask you? And then let's go over and look at your van.
Okay. So honestly, like being in the business for 3.5 years now, everyone's just a little bit different, Being an adventure van builder, I do find my clients, they wanna store their bikes, they wanna store their equipment, whether it's, foil boarding, pedal boarding, kite boarding, just mountain climbing, just whatever it is, they want a place for that. Other than that, it's like, it's 50-50. Some want to shower, some don't want to shower. Some
right.
specifically do not want to shower. They're like, I'll never use it. I want the space. That's going to be a good example because the client's super active. His partner has one child, but he's like into mountain biking, he's into climbing, he's into pedal boarding, kite boarding, like just everything. So that's going to be a good example. But there's no one answer I can give you that what do my clients want. They all want just something a little bit different, which is kind of cool with these vans because you can
right.
actually have that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, let's jump outside and let's tour your rig and talk about some features. Again, let me just kind of pan around. Again, non-negotiable for me was this. Non-negotiable for me was the wet flush toilet into a traditional black tank. Murphy bed I like because it's, now you see it, now you don't. Very, very comfy.
Yeah.
You like my full moon?
Yeah. This is a great space.
It's a great space, right?
It's crazy how, in a ProMaster chassis, you get like 2 inches extra. Makes all the difference.
All the difference, right? What would I do differently? I would wish I had a skylight.
Okay.
I would very much like a skylight. And I wish I had one of the very first vans you and I toured. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a propane stove, split glass, and then a sink over here so you could wash all this into the, I really like that. And I wish I had really long drawers. But other than that, it's done a pretty good job. All right, let's go see your awesome van. And we want to point out, oh, it's getting dark. The van gear on back has made such a difference for me, Peter. You still see that? Oh yeah, it's beautiful out tonight. So this is my storage box. This is by Rover Vans, right? Yeah. Take a look at that bad boy. I'm all organized now. So all this used to be inside my van. It's getting hard to see out here, sorry folks. Maybe if I do that, that's a little better, yeah. I got my bike up here, which I love this bike rack, and then my spare tire and ladder. This has been a game changer for me, and a lot of people have bought these, so
Yeah.
thank you for making this.
Thank you.
It's super awesome. All right, let's trundle over here. Now it's not really fair because this is longer vehicle, is that right?
It is. It's a little bit bigger.
So mine's about 21 feet.
Correct. I think that was 22 and a half, maybe
22?
almost 23.
Okay.
So it's a Sprinter 170. Should probably measure it one day. But that's becoming probably the more popular chassis to build on.
This size?
This size. And I find that more and more people want to go a little bit bigger. I know the 144 is the most popular one, but for us, more and more folks want to go just a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Clearly get a very different feel right from the outside.
Yeah, so he was very specific about a ton of items. Like on exterior, you can see the typical off-road package. So you have the KO2 tires by BF Goodrich, Black Rhino wheels. He does have a suspension package, which he didn't believe me. He bought the van, drove it for a year, came back. It's like, all right, it's got to be done.
Got to be done.
It's gotta be done. And he's really happy that we did it. He does have the extension system pods or flares in the back, which a lot of folks on the 170 don't put them in. I think it actually made a pretty cool difference in the layout.
Yeah.
So a Sprinter is not wide enough to sleep sideways, so that's a must if you want to sleep that way.
Because you put them on both sides, so you get a few inches either way.
Yeah.
That's really cool. There's your ladder and tire combo. Rubber vans, hit them up. Make some great product. We've been working together for a few years now. This is great. All right, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I'm going to jump in.
Jump right in.
I always like to see a van that's lived in versus something on a dealer lot. So do you have the AC going? It's pretty hot outside.
Yeah. Do you want to turn it down for the video?
Yeah, let's turn it down one notch. A very different layout right away. So let me switch places with you here. So this is kind of your great room. So those do spin around, is that right?
Spin around. Actually, probably spin around. It's a little messy. Again, lived in van.
Yeah, lived in van. Nice hat collection.
100% spin around. That's a bed, or that's a seat that turns into a bed.
Oh, right here, yeah.
I actually really like that system.
So it kind of lays flat, right?
It lays flat. You take the table out, which we can demo in just a little bit. So it's a lagoon table, but it's on a fixed leg that goes into the floor.
Okay.
Not sure why we decided to do that on this one. I'm pretty sure the owner kind of wanted it this way, but
permanent table.
yeah. So that comes out, and this does turn into a bed. We'll do a demo maybe.
And I love this thing up here.
This is everyone will always ask about.
Gets excited about that, right?
Not my product. Greatest Outfitters, great company, quality stuff. I think I like it so much that I haven't made my own shelf yet.
Because it's working.
Because this one's just so cool, and I can't think of anything better.
So if you kind of spin the seats around, people sit here. This is kind of your great room, right? So it's pretty roomy, actually.
It is pretty roomy. When we actually started doing just now, Limitless Vans has a swivel for this double seat. So you can actually swivel it. This one doesn't have it yet. But one of the reasons I borrowed a van, I told them, hey, there's some cool upgrades. So we're going to actually put a swivel on here, which will change the, I think it will change the layout quite a bit.
Yeah. Nice. And a huge window. Love that. That's one thing about adventure vans is these magnificent windows to see the magnificent views out, which I'm always a little jealous of, I have to say. So cabinetry, and you've got two styles here.
Correct.
So what do we? So this is traditional hard.
This is kind of a funny story on that. It was originally we made this cabinet from scratch, and it was a prototype of a stash type deal. So it's just open, right? Open faced.
Oh yeah.
And gotta fix that. But this was open, and you kind of throw stuff in there. So blankets, pillows, and whatnot, something soft. And as the client started using the van, he said, you know, like this, my wife doesn't like it. We kind of, we want to put stuff out of sight. So we just kind of threw the door under.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is a prototype that never made it into production. Still kind of not quite happy with it.
But it works. I mean, there's tons of storage up there.
It does, yeah.
And soft fabric on the top, back side, bottom. It's really nice.
Yeah. one of the things we wanted to do is make sure it's super lightweight. We're always kind of thinking about that, so we made the back open because the rest of the van is finished. So why not?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And these are very different here. So since we're talking about cabinets, these are kind of your Vandermoon
Moonbox.
Moonbox. They're really cool.
Yeah. So this one, let me see. I think that's a large or medium. Looks like a large. So I can demo this one for you guys. He's actually kind of organized. So
he's super organized.
Yeah. I just grabbed the van from him, so really see what it's not inside. But so when I was picking up the van, I said, "What's your favorite thing about the van?" And guess what he said?
Really?
These guys loves them. He said they're just super easy to use. Tons of storage out of them. You can kind of, put stuff underneath. You can put stuff in here, which I think.
Yeah, little pockets. I mean, these little clippy things, stuff under here even. I mean, they store it way more than my cabinets would be, and they're kind of soft. They're cool. They're sound deadening.
They are.
And on both sides. So this one looks a little bigger, maybe. Huh? I don't know. Maybe the same size. So there's a small one back here. Let me swap. Well, let's talk about the galley a little bit, and then I will show you this back here because it's pretty stunning. So sink.
Yep. Sink. Kind of like a 15-inch Ruvati. Pretty popular. Look cool. Pretty standard faucet for us.
Nice placement because it's not really taking up any space. That is super valuable.
Yep.
Drawers, cabinets.
Yep. So pretty big, oversized cabinets. So they have the, let's see, what do we do here? Yeah, they wanted the gray water in here because they wanted the ability to just get rid of it
easily
really quick and not have a gray tank. They don't cook much, so we have a portable stove that they use. But they do bring a lot of food, so really big fridge.
Giant fridge.
Yeah,
oh, this is kind of the chest style, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it swings out.
It actually swings open.
Yeah. It's cool to see stuff in fridges.
Right?
I know, right?
Yeah. Really good size fridge, actually.
And then go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no.
What's happening over here?
So, couch. So, in between mountain biking or whatever sport they're doing, they like to hang out. They like to have a beer, just kind of hang out. So it's like a secondary hangout area, which I really dig. It's just really cool and open.
Mm-hmm. And a lagoon table mount here.
Table mount there.
So you can have two tables back here. Mm-hmm. Super nice.
And check it out. So this is your toilet setup. So you got your dry flush.
Oh yeah. So it's a Lavio. Mm-hmm. Really nice. How would you describe a Lavio? Diaper genie on steroids?
There you go. Diaper genie for
adults.
There you go. Yeah.
This guy's organized. I like him.
He is, yeah. Second favorite thing I asked him about the van, he pointed to that.
Really?
He said, game changer on trips. He didn't want a toilet in the beginning. He said, no toilet, no shower. Got the toilet now.
Yeah, it's
still no shower, but
that's kind of unusual for an adventure van to have that, and I'm really proud of him.
Yeah.
I've learned I can actually do without showers for 3 days, using wet wipes and things like that. Ooh, I'm sweating a lot. But this is cool. So let me swap places with you, and then I want to have you show the folks this back here, and I think this is where the extra few feet,
correct,
Peter, really come in handy. So this is a big bed, and it's permanent in the sense that there's no Murphy, so it's always down. Now, point out what's missing over here.
Storage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you know why?
Go ahead.
So you can sit up, read a book.
Yeah.
Extra room. Yeah.
Way less claustrophobic. If this was down here, you'd be like, oh, I'm in a cave.
Yeah, but because we do have the extension, the bed is only 60 inches wide, which is a good size bed. But yeah, sleep sideways, and then if you want to read a book, whatnot, check out, you can see how deep it goes in there.
Oh yeah. And it's really nice. So this is like fabric.
Yeah.
I love the color scheme.
Yeah, Nasimi fabric, I think. No, just a little more expensive than like your typical tweed, fabric, but I think worth it,
Rubber bands, nice here. And this is kind of the a lot of reason you could not do this in my van at all.
Yeah. So big garage.
Yeah, what are we looking at? This is a tray that slides out. This
custom
is a
tray
bike
that we
mount.
made for him. You can put 3 bikes in here. And he specifically wanted to leave a little bit of room on the side. Actually, there's a light in there. Get that on.
Oh, there we go. Oh wow, look at that. Holy cow.
Yeah, so really big tray. You can take it out, 3 bikes. He loves this L-Trek or Airline how some folks call him. He can hang his harnesses, helmets, and whatnot. And then they wanted more storage, like they specifically wanted shoe storage in here, which no shoes. Yeah. But we've got not sure what's in here. Yeah, more storage.
More storage.
And probably water heater in there.
And this is a lithium system.
And this is the lithium system. He has a 10 kilowatt system in here.
That's a lot. So again, it's a very different feel. It feels like an adventure van because it just kind of feels like I want to get outside, I want to get a little dirty, I want to go run around in the mud, then come in for some comforts of home. This was always kind of something I was not a big fan of. I think I'm a fan when the van is longer to have a bed, because if you do this in my ProMaster, you cut your van in half by having a permanent bed. So I think if you're going to do this, you got to do the larger vans lengthwise to accommodate this without feeling like your van just got cut in half, which is, I mean, there's plenty of room up here, really, right?
Yeah, I mean, to defend that, the bed.
Defend your bed.
Yeah, so if you got 3-4 bikes that you need to get, if you got foil boards, surfboards, kiting equipment, that area fills up completely, you know, and that serves as your like garage. You can store all that gear, and you get to sleep above it.
You get to sleep above it. Very comfy, very secure. Gears don't get tampered with. It's a nice rig. So again, we just kind of wanted to help you think through what's your style of travel, why do you want to be in a van, and that kind of dictates what kind of a floor plan. It's really hot in here, sorry folks. Will work best for you. So adventure vans are really cool. I love these things. Every time I get in one, you make an amazing van. I mean, some of the, yeah. And but I love my Lily. So again, they're just very different rigs. And where can people find out more about Rover Vans?
Rovervans.com or social media.
Rovervans.com. And hit them up if you're looking for some of the gear like on the back of my rig, because it's a game changer. Let me tell you. Thanks for watching.